In a world reshaped by steel, concrete, and flickering screens, it's easy to forget a simple truth. Every mountain, every river, and every plain was once understood with a depth we can hardly fathom today. Before borders, before nations, before the idea of ownership, there were people who lived in relationship with the earth, not in dominion over it. These are indigenous peoples, guardians of knowledge that has endured for thousands of years, and knowledge humanity needs now more than ever. The history of Ifugao people is a story of movement, adaptation, and resistance. Origin of the term Ifugao. The term Ifugao is believed to come from the word Ipugo, meaning from the hill, or people of the hills. It reflects the identity as highland dwellers. Origins. The Ifugao are part of the larger Cordillera ethno-linguistic groups of the northern Luzon. Their ancestors likely descended from early Austronesian-speaking peoples who settled in the Philippines archipelago thousands of years. Migration. Early Ifugao ancestors are believed to have migrated gradually into highlands to escape population pressure, conflict, and later foreign control. This movement shaped their isolation and allowed distinct traditions to develop. Colonization and resistance. Unlike many lowland groups, the Ifugao were never fully conquered by Spanish colonizers. The mountainous terrain, strong community organization, and self-sufficient economy enabled them to resist foreign domination. Geography. The Ifugao homeland is located in the Cordillera Central of northern Luzon, characterized by steep mountains, river valley, and high elevations. This geography shaped their agricultural innovations, especially the rice terraces. Demography. Today, the Ifugao people number approximately 200,000 to 300,000 individuals, with about 203,000 residents recorded in the Ifugao province based on the recent national census data. Most Ifugao continue to live in their ancestral highland communities, while growing number migrate to cities for education, employment, and better economic opportunities. Relationship with traditional land. For the Ifugao, land is sacred. The rice terraces and surrounding forests are ancestral inheritance. Carefully maintained through traditional knowledge, water flows from protected forests called muyong, sustaining the terraces below. Social identity. Ifugao identity is shaped by rice cultivation, ancestral tradition, and shared responsibility. Oral traditions, rituals, and the hudhud chants preserve history and values, reinforcing a strong sense of belonging and cultural pride. Social structure. Ifugao society is organized around kinship and cooperation. Elders guide the community through customary laws, while communal labor ensures that families support one another. Environmental preservation. Environmental care is central to Ifugao life. Forest protection, controlled resource use, and sustainable farming practice maintain ecological balance. These traditions have preserved the terraces for centuries and continue to serve as a model for sustainable living. Social issues in the modern era. Today, modernization presents challenges. Younger generations live in search of work, terraces are abandoned, and traditional knowledge is at risk. Despite this, many Ifugao communities work to preserve their heritage while adapting to modern life. Type of political system. The Ifugao practiced a customary community-based political system. Authority was informal and shared, with decision-making guided by tradition rather than written law. Administration. Administration was carried out by respected elders known as Muntugul or Kadangyan. They acted as advisors, mediators, and ritual leaders. Political structures. The basic political unit was the village or kin group. Families were linked through ancestry and mutual obligation. Elders formed the core of leadership, while the community as a whole participated in decision-making through discussion and agreement. Policies, rules, and regulations. Ifugao rules were guided by customary laws that regulated land ownership, rice terrace maintained, forest protection, marriage, and conflict resolution. The customary laws. Customary law or adat formed the foundation of Ifugao political life. These unwritten laws were preserved through oral tradition and enforced by elders. They govern daily life and reinforce respect for ancestors, nature, and social order. Source of living. The primary source of livelihood for the Ifugao is rice farming, made possible by the famous rice terraces. Root crops, vegetables, and fruit trees supplement their diet, while livestock raising provides additional resources. Wood carving, weaving, and traditional crafts also contribute to household income. Ancestral land and the way of life. Ancestral land is the foundation of Ifugao economic life. The terraces, forests, and water systems support food production, cultural practices, and social cooperation. Loss of land threatens not only income but identity and survival. Trade in goods and services. Traditionally, the Ifugao engage in barter and local trade with neighboring communities, exchanging rice, wood, livestock, and crops. Today, trade includes agricultural products, tourism service, and handcrafts sold in local and regional markets. Local and international relationship. In the modern era, the Ifugao community has expanded through tourism and cultural recognition. The UNESCO World Heritage status of rice terraces has strengthened relationship with national agencies and international organizations, bringing both economic and opportunities and challenges. Transfer of technology and idea. While traditional farming techniques remain central, modern tools, education, and communication technologies have entered Ifugao communities. New ideas in conservation, agriculture, and entrepreneurship blend ancestral knowledge, shaping a changed but resilient economy. Arts. Ifugao art is functional and symbolic. Wood carvings, especially bulul rice gardens, represent abundance and protection. Basketry and weaving display skill and creativity while serving daily needs. Clothing. The traditional Ifugao clothing reflects identity status. Men wear wano loincloth, while women wear rapis parang-pound skirt, often decorated with hand-woven patterns. These garments are worn during rituals and special occasions. Literature. Ifugao literature is primal oral. The Hudhud chants, the epic poems recognized by UNESCO, tell stories of ancestors, values, and moral lessons. They are recited during the agricultural seasons and ceremonies, preserving history through memory and performance. Wedding ceremonies. Ifugao wedding ceremony is elaborated and ritual-filled. They involve family negotiation, animal sacrifices, and feastings. Marriage strengthens alliance between family and reinforce social and economic ties within the community. Music and dance. Music and dance play important roles in ritual and celebrations. Gongs, chants, and rhythmic movements accompany ceremonies expressing gratitude to ancestors and spirits. Dance reflects agricultural life, community, unity, and respect for tradition. Ideology, beliefs, and worldview. The Ifugao believe in a universe inhabited by spirits, ancestors, and deities who influence human life. Harmony between the human world and the spirit world is essential. Misfortune is often seen as a sign of imbalance that must be corrected through ritual. Gods and goddesses. At the center of Ifugao belief is Kabunyan, the supreme deity who governs the sky world. Numerous gods, goddesses, and ancestral spirits assist Kabunyan, each responsible for aspects of life such as agriculture, health, fertility, and war. Doctrines and philosophical doctrines. The Ifugao religious doctrine is unwritten and passed orally. Its philosophy emphasizes balance, reciprocity, and respect between humans, nature, and the spiritual realm. Ritual practices. Rituals are central to Ifugao religious life. Ceremony accompany planting, harvesting, healing, marriage, and death. Animal sacrifices, chanting, and offerings are performed to seek guidance, give thanks, or restore balance. These rituals are led by priests or elders knowledgeable in tradition and prayer. Religious behavior. Religious behavior is communal rather than individual. Participation in rituals is both spiritual duty and a social responsibility. Every actions, such as farming, sharing food, and caring for the land, are considered sacred acts. Consequences of beliefs. Ifugao religious beliefs shape social behavior, reinforce moral values, and regulate environmental practices. Respect for spirits and ancestors encourages conservation, cooperation, and peace within the community. In the modern era, traditions belief coexist with Christianity. Too many rituals continue as expressions of identity and heritage.